Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2021 mid-month general reading. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of May, and this reading is for the twins, the air sign of Gemini. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well wherever you're at. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, for watching any of the videos, for your likes and shares, hitting that subscribe button. It does help. Your comments, donations, feedback, reaching out for personal reading, all greatly welcome and appreciated, and many blessings back to you. So this reading is for the air sign of Gemini for the last 2 weeks of May 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Gemini. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Gemini. Of course, it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. Everyone has their own unique lives, and it's a general reading, not a personal reading. So watch all of your signs for additional insight and perspective. And if you find that any of the readings resonate with you enough that you'd like to reach out for a personal reading or information about that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, maybe take a deeper look at something, you can click on the description link below, click on the little link, which will show you some contact details, my email address, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Feel free to email me directly. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I can usually respond within the same day with that information. And I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent at scheduling personal readings in as timely a fashion as possible. So send me an email if you are so inclined. I'd be happy to hear from you. Okay, Gemini, let's see what the last 2 weeks of May have in store for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Legacy of the Divine. Have to look at all my decks versus all the boxes for the decks. Okay, Gemini. We begin with the Ten of Swords, followed by the Chariot, the Moon, followed by the Page of Coins, the Five of Cups, followed by the Four of Swords, and from the bottom of the deck, okay, I'm going to take both of those. From the bottom of the deck, representing overall energy or overall focus for the last 2 weeks of May, we have the Two of Cups and death, endings, rebirth, transformations. This is likely going to be read as a relationship or reading, or something which strongly affects a significant relationship. And it looks like the potential ending of a relationship or a breakup of some kind. Whether or not it remains one remains to be seen. But that's the overall focus and energy, because it looks like someone hurt or betrayed, or at least that's how one of you is seeing things. And we do have the Moon central here, which is that things are not quite so clear. You may have a lot of, those deep gut level stirrings. You may feel compelled towards this way or the other way, but it's not completely clear, because, the moon sheds light just like the sun does. Well, actually, it reflects the light of the sun. So it's a little different, the light from the moon. It's shadowy and watery, and there's a lot of, shadowy corners and hidden nooks, and you're not quite sure what's in those shadows. So things aren't completely clear. You might have feelings or fears about things, but you don't know for sure. So it could be you don't know if you're going to break up or if you should break up, or it could be that you have, or there's some kind of estrangement or separation, and you're not sure if you should perhaps reinvest back into it or just continue to move on. And healing, because it looks like somebody hurt somebody else quite badly here. And again, by relationship, this could be a romantic love relationship. It could be a best friend, kindred spirit, because the overall energy is the soulmate card, Two of Cups. best friends, kindred spirits, best friends, sometimes best friends that turn into romantic partners, or just, love romance partners with a karmic connection. The two of you are really connected. But we have death with that, which is endings and rebirth and transformation and the ground being cleared out, right? And sometimes, death represents a final ending and you walk away from the person, place, or situation completely. And sometimes it represents that it ends because it transforms into something else. There's no halfway point with death, right? And that's the overall energy around a relationship. The Ten of Swords, the betrayal card, stabbed in the back, thrown under the bus, being done, tends to represent cycle endings. This shows that somebody really felt quite hurt. And with it, we have the Chariot, which is success through winning through simply not giving up. It's about staying focused on your goals. It's about, when you think about chariot races in Roman and medieval times, they were kind of brutal, right? There was only one winner. There was never a tie, right? And at the end, everybody else was like laying on the ground dead, bleeding, maimed, something like that. And the winner was sometimes not in great shape either. This is a card that represents you win because you refuse to give up. Even if you get run over 8, 9 times, that 10th time you get up and stagger on, that's why you win. It requires winning at all costs, right? Like, just because you're not going to give up until you do or you're dead, right? And this is with the Ten of Swords. But it may be that you don't know, even if there's a chance for this to come back together again or heal, you don't know if you want to or not. You don't know. That's the whole thing. With the Moon, we have the Page of Coins, who's learning. Pages can often represent that student, apprentice. Pages are in the process of learning. They're acquiring information, and they're trying to figure out how to apply it to the path that they've started on. In the Page of Coins in a very concrete way. So, but it's clarifying the Moon. So I don't know. I don't know if I should or not. That's kind of what I'm getting. I don't know if I should. Maybe you've had an offer for reconciliation. You can reverse this too. It might be you that hurt somebody else and vice versa. There's some relationship here where somebody felt really hurt or betrayed by the other person, not sure if they want to continue or not, or get back together or repair it or something. And it looks like you're taking some time off to try and figure that out in the process of kind of feeling bad and kind of grieving about it, which is what the Five of Cups is. And the Five of Cups also implies that not all is lost unless you choose to say no. Free will, free agency, right? You can completely walk away from anything you feel you need to. The Five of Cups represents somebody who's grieving over 3 broken, spilled, tipped glasses, right? But it's not the Three of Cups, it's the Five of Cups. There's still 2 cups upright and full, so there's still something here. And with it, we have the Four of Swords, which is a card of temporary withdrawal from some kind of battle or conflict or challenge in order to rest, restore yourself, get some energy back, get some perspective. It's a card that can feel really just worn out, tired, exhausted, and grieving too, which again would be completely understandable with, death and the Ten of Swords, right? Nothing looks out of the ordinary here in terms of it. What you're feeling is appropriate to what you're going through. There is a strong implication here that not all may be lost. There may be a chance to repair this somehow, but it's a question of whether both of you want to do that or if you even want to do that, right? Let's clarify a little bit. Let's clarify the Two of Cups and death as primary energy, primary focus. Interesting, Five of Cups just popped out on the bottom again. Different Five of Cups. Okay, clarify death and the Two of Swords. Sorry, the Two of Cups. This whole reading kind of looks like, I'm really hurt. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure what is best here. So I'm going to go over here and kind of go to bed for a while. It's kind of what it feels like. Clarify Two of Cups and death. The Two of Swords, there you are, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. The Eight of Coins, hard work, investing in a future, working towards a future. The Eight of Swords, but feeling trapped and held back. The Ten of Wands, tired of carrying this burden. So, and it implies that whatever the issue is or whatever you've been investing into this relationship connection, I mean, these cards were, that karmic relationship, soulmate, kindred spirit energy, and death. Why? Why is this coming to an end, or why is it being in a place where it might come to an end? Because somebody here, you are tired of putting all this time and work and effort into something and feeling like you're getting nowhere, or you think you're building towards a future with this person, putting a lot of effort into that, and then having something happen that makes you feel like all of that work and effort was for nothing. And you just feel so tired and so done. Like really, like 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, like pretty much at the end. So if you continue, it would have to be with a transformed relationship, or just, move on and heal and go through the breakup and just move on with your life. Let's clarify 10 of Swords and Chariot. Or actually the Chariot. I don't need to clarify the 10 of Swords because it's going to vary, whatever causes this person to feel like they have 10 swords in their back is going to vary in a general reading, right? It's just hurt, betrayal, feeling thrown under the bus. So let's clarify this Chariot. Maybe you and this person have been through this before, The Four of Swords, again, so we have the Four of Swords twice. This is somebody who's just really tired and withdrawing because of it, not really quite sure what they're going to do. Yeah, the Lovers, a relationship at a crossroads, trying to figure out where this relationship is going to go, or if it's going to go anywhere anymore, making a significant decision about your primary relationship. Might be a third-party energy as well that may have been involved here. It might be yes for some and might be no for others. Yeah, I think that you don't know. I mean, there's a lot of energy here, Gemini, about somebody who's just tired of putting all the effort in, tired of looking at everything that they've done and having something happen that makes them feel like, what have I been working for? It's like it's all for nothing. And I'm tired of doing this. I need to make a decision. Either this relationship can be transformed or it can't. And I'm not even sure if I want to reinvest in this. Clarify the Moon. The Seven of Wands, defending, guarding, protecting, holding on to that which you've invested a lot into. Yeah, you don't know if you want to or not. The Six of Cups, so maybe it's been a long-term relationship or an old, you've been together for a long time or friends for a long time, depending on the nature of the relationship. The Five of Swords. Five of Swords is like the Chariot, only to a lesser degree. It's winning at all costs, but that sometimes means separating yourself from people. And the King of Swords. So we have a King of Swords, Queen of Swords. So it's definitely a relationship, whether it's romantic or otherwise. It might be that for some of you this might be another situation in your life, but profoundly affects you and somebody else as a couple. You don't know if you want to keep fighting for this. Maybe you don't know if you want to keep, you don't know. It's like, what have I been doing? I've already been working and putting all this effort into it, and all of a sudden this is happening. I don't even know if I have the energy to repair things or not. Clarify the Page of Coins. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. New beginnings. Passion, love, emotion. Page, yeah, you don't know. You don't know if it's even possible to have a new beginning here or a renewal. You're not sure. And there's like two things. It's like, I don't know if there's a potential to get over, or possibility of getting over this. Number one. Number two, I think it would take a lot of work. And I don't know if I really want to invest that much work into it, because I already have, and look at where I'm at. It's kind of what I feel. And so there's some grieving and some loss, although not all is lost with that Five of Cups, but it depends on what you want to do. And then the Four of Swords. Let's just clarify that. The Knight of Cups, charging forward to offer love, support, encouragement. And the Chariot, again, we can do this, we can get through this. It won't be easy, but we can get through this. Yeah, this might be you doing it to the other person. For more of you, it's probably the other person coming in, or, wondering if the other person's going to come in and doing that, or if they are, you're just like, yeah, but I don't know. I've already put all this effort into this thing, and only to come to this. It makes me feel like all of that was for nothing. And if there's a chance of repair here, it's going to take all this other more effort. Why should I? Right? That's the energy that I'm feeling. Of course you can. This is a general reading. Some of you, the decision will be yes. Some of you, the decision will be no. This is the energy of what's going on, you know, for the last 2 weeks of May for many of you. All right, let's just end with pulling some final, any advice or guidance or feedback from Spirit about this situation for Gemini. The Knight of Coins, slow, steady, cautious. The Four of Cups, considering an offer, not saying yes, not saying no, but not making a move towards it either. The Hermit, withdrawing, seeking some wisdom, guide, and contemplation. I think that, you know, if somebody is offering to come back in, you know, or, you know, waving an olive branch, trying to repair or fix things or something like that, the general advice, and of course free will, free agency, is okay, take it easy. Don't say yes, don't say no. Wait and see. And this is actually quite similar to your sister sign Aquarius's reading too. It's like an offer on the table after a bunch of stuff, but you don't know because this is a cycle. You've been through this before, and you're like, I'll believe it when I see it. Not saying yes, not saying no. I just want to take some time, watch and see how things play out, and if the person's actions and the changes moving forward match what they say. Otherwise, what's the point, right? So just kind of, and you may decide yes and you may decide no. Free will. So Gemini, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of May. I hope you found them helpful and useful, or at least gave you some food for thought. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. And again, if you're interested in a personal reading, maybe you want to reach out and take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, click on the description link below for contact details. You can email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the June general readings. Take care until then. Stay safe and stay blessed. Bye-bye.